All right. Welcome back to the stage. No Way Out. In the last video, honestly, not a ton happened. Not a whole lot, except actually kind of something important. I liked. It actually is kind of important. We did learn that the festival director or festival operator or whoever, the person who runs the festival, is also using mannequins to decorate the woods to I guess like be unique or something. I don't know, being weird, using mannequins and stuff to decorate the forest and scare people. But we also know that Fear also uses the same mannequins. So is Fear also running the festival? It kind of sounds like they are. Um, damn. Um, what's his name? Niels. Damn Niels. He keeps wandering off, and every time he wanders off alone, a mannequin pops up. So it kind of makes me wonder if Niels might also be Fear, potentially. Maybe not. We don't really know. Not entirely sure. But either way, some of the things that we did do in the last live stream was we had a rather spicy conversation with Robin, who was also lying next to our current ex-girlfriend in the same tent, and got got kind of wild. Got kind of wild. Robin was saying a lot of things right next to Alex, and we're getting ready to start off this stream with a damn spicy chat with our work wife, Lena. damn work wife Lena is getting ready to have a spicy chat with us. At least I assume it is. It kind of made it, we had an authors chat in the last stream, and in the authors chat they mentioned how we've already had a spicy chat with Alex, we've had a spicy chat with Robin, and now we're getting ready to have one with Lena. However, we didn't ever have that spicy chat with Alex. We've been too upset with Alex for breaking up with us for no damn reason, that every time Alex tries to be sweet and nice to us, we're just like, no, absolutely not. So we haven't really been giving Alex the time of day. So we didn't have the spicy chat with Alex like we did with Robin, and what we're getting ready to soon have with Lena, who's sitting here asking us if we are still awake. However, before we jump into our chat with Lena, welcome everybody. Welcome Kashmir, Williams, Lyco, Jojo, Wolfie, Miss Azrael's Gaming. It's great to have everybody here. Welcome to the stream. And those of you that are lurking in the shadows, it's great to have you here. Welcome. Whether you want to say hi or not, completely okay. But just so you know, welcome to the stream. It's great to have everybody here. Kashmir says, I really needed this live. I need an escape from reality. That's what we're here. That's why we are here, Kashmir. We're here to play some games, have some laughs, and just enjoy some time. Help us escape that reality that can be pretty stressful all day long. You have to deal in reality. You have to deal with adulting. You have to deal with just being a person can be stressful. So being able to have this time to talk with you guys and go through these games and play these games, it's an opportunity for us to relax, decompress, de-stress, and just escape a little bit from reality and be able to turn our brains off for a little bit. And that's what we're here for. Like it says, good that you stream. I have to be out in 3 hours, so it's nice to have something to do. Bedside noise. I've I've heard that a lot of viewers use my voice as bedside noise to either help them fall asleep, which I didn't think my voice was like a soothing type voice, but you know, whatever works for you guys. If listening to my voice is what helps you drift off to sleep, hey, I'm here for it too. Jojo says, now the real question is, why did Fear start using the mannequins? Oh, Jojo, I already know that answer. Fear started using mannequins because they're just crazy. They're just a weirdo. Unlike J.K. Knight, who's just misunderstood. J.K. Knight uses dolls, which are different from mannequins. Different from mannequins. J.K. Knight is just misunderstood, not weird, not crazy, like Fear using mannequins. What a weirdo. Who uses mannequins, you know? Also, we don't know if like Fear could potentially be the festival director, the one that's like setting up the festival, but also could be Niels. Every time Niels goes off on his own, next thing you know, a mannequin shows up. Every time Niels is on his own, a mannequin pops up out of nowhere. Kind of seems suspicious. Just saying. Jojo says maybe later we can marry Robin. What about Lena? What about both? We just we can have all the future ex-wives. We can just have all of them, right? Wolfie says, hey, tongue-tied, how's my favorite YouTuber? I've never had a bad day in my life, Wolfie. Thanks for asking. How's the Wolfie? How's Wolfie doing today? Lena NZ, welcome to the stream. Janie, welcome to the stream. It's great to have you here. Jamie, welcome to the stream. That's a new name. I haven't seen that name, but it did very close to Janie. Is Janie and Jamie, are you guys like friends or something? Because that's really similar in names. But either way, Janie, what welcome to the welcome to the stream. It's great to have everybody here. Lyco's gonna be back in their retraining today. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. Wolfie is blushing hearing me talk. You have such a cute voice. Ah, now the TT is blushing. No, I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. I don't personally think I have a cute voice, but you know what? We all sound different to ourselves than we do to others. And if you guys like it, then that's all that matters. Doesn't matter if I think it's weird or not. It is a weird voice, but it doesn't matter if I think it is. It just matters if you guys like it. All right. Enough stalling. You guys, I'm sitting here, I'm trying to stall because I just know Lena's chat's gonna be spicy. I know I'm gonna try to make it sound fucking cringy. I just know it's gonna be weird. And I'm stalling because it's just it's gonna happen. Yeah. I have to stop stalling. Yeah. Janie says my parents just choose to give me a really old-fashioned name. It legitimately fell out of fashion in the Victorian times. Janie's not a bad name. It's not a bad name, and neither is Jamie. Jamie, if you're still listening, it's not a bad name. I wasn't saying it was a bad name. I just said it was very similar. I mean, if you think about it, literally one letter away, because the elementos, the MNOs, LMNOs, the MNOs, the MNs, right there next to each other in the alphabet. It's very close. Very close. I always get as and aims mixed up. I'm never going to be able to get Jamie and Janie, right. I'm always going to constantly get that mixed up now. And Jamie says everyone spells my name wrong. I bet you I know how to spell it. I bet it's JM I fucked it up. Damn it. I bet, I bet it's JAMIE. I bet I got it right. And no, it's not because it's there in chat. It's not because it's there in chat. I mean, how would anybody else spell Jamie? Is there a Y sometimes in there? Is there a Y in Jamie sometimes? I don't know. As and aims are not similar. They are, though. They both have A's in the very beginning. That's pretty similar, if you ask me. Janie says, I get called Janine, Jane, Amy, Janice. Is that Janice? Janice? Etc. I just answer to anything at this point. That's fair. Like, oh, I'm sure they get. I'm sure they get Jenny as well. That I'm sure. I'm sure. All right, fair enough. No more stalling. Let's talk to Lena. Lena says, "Hey, you still awake?" And you know I am. Up and ready to go, Lena. I mean, awake is what I meant. Like I'm awake, not ready for anything other than just being awake. Just I'm awake. Yeah. But yes, I'm here. What's going on? But only because I was hoping that you would still write to me. Winky face, and we all know the ladies love the winky face. Hey, yeah, but I'm honestly really tired already. Let's talk more tomorrow, okay? So, I've seen in previous, I'm gonna stall a little bit more here. Forgive me, but hear me out. Hear me out. I've seen, and I know Lyco mentions this as well, but I've seen other comments as well, like they feel like in these games sometimes it's too much romance, right? Which, sure, can be the case. But what I will say is that what I thought about, I was thinking about this in the car today. I was driving for work, and I was thinking about this in a car today, and I was thinking about that comment about how reality games does a lot of romance stuff, right? But what I was also realizing, and I had like this weird epiphany, was that like in specifically the stage, I don't recall about the other games of reality games, but in the stage they do give you the option to kind of sidestep it. Like in this situation, if you didn't want to pursue the love interest of Lena, you could easily just say, "Hey, yeah, but honestly, I'm tired, and let's talk more tomorrow, okay?" And I think that would essentially sidestep the whole sappy romance, spicy chat. We could have did the same with Robin, and I'm pretty sure we did that with Alex because we did not have a spicy chat with Alex. I was not having any of that with Alex. So there are it does seem like they are kind of trying to incorporate for those who just want to play the game and not have to dive into some kind of like love interest romance thing, that it does seem like maybe they are also given those options there because the third option right here would essentially sidestep that um, spicy chat. But we're here for the spicy chat. So we are here for the love interest. And tongue tied. Other than Alex, we are going to try to get as many love interests as possible, all the future ex-wives. But yes, so only because I was hoping that you would still write to me, send her that winky face because we know she loves the winky face. Oh, really now? You're almost making me a little embarrassed. We all know Lena's not embarrassed. Lena's going to do everything she possibly can to make us embarrassed. But to be honest, I was also hoping that you were still awake. Somehow I didn't want to go to sleep tonight without hearing from you again. I feel like that's most of my chat, you know? That's You guys just love falling to sleep to my voice. You said it already. You can't take it back. It's already been said. I've already commented about it. You already said it. Can't take it back. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Lena says, I'm lying in bed right now. Misty has snuggled up next to me and is purring like a tractor. Sounds cozy. I'm already a little envious. Well, as long as Misty doesn't start fighting over your place in bed, winky face. At least your furniture is safe as long as she makes herself comfortable with you. Um, I'm gonna just say like it sounds cozy. I'm already a little envious, little envious that she's cuddled up to Misty, and not the TT. But what was the other one? As long as Misty doesn't start fighting over your place in bed. Isn't that supposed to say start fighting over my place in bed? Because why would Misty fight over Lena's place in bed? I feel like it should be my place in bed. I don't know. Anyways, sounds cozy. I'm a little envious. Ass says it's not your bed yet, TT. Yes, it is. Lena just doesn't know it yet. Oh, to Misty or me? Yeah, I'm envious of Misty. I think you already know the answer, Winky Face. That remains my little secret. A little suspense never hurts, does it? Uh, to peace and quiet and a cozy bed. That's all I need today. No, we don't want peace and quiet. We got to get rowdy. We got we got to get loud and rowdy. So look, I think Lena already knows the answer. Hmm. You're really cute. You know, when I'm lying there like this, the light is dimmed and everything is very quiet. I kind of wish I had someone here. You want to guess who? Um, Peter? Who the hell's Peter? Peter the Rabbit from Orphans? Maybe. If it's not me, I'd be disappointed. Winky face. I don't know. You have to help me. But look, if it's not me, I'm be a little disappointed. It better be. Lane, you better not ruin the mood right now. Well, you can rest assured. You really deserve to play the leading role in my thoughts today. Hell yeah. But what kind of thoughts we talking about, Lena? Yes, I know. I'm being pretty direct right now. Sorry. I don't know myself like that. Somehow, you make me say things I wouldn't even think of otherwise. But today was so unexpected. I have to think about, or I have to think about you a lot. Why does she have to think? Maybe she just does think about me a lot. I don't blame her. I think about me all the time. I have to think about you a lot. I don't understand. Like, why does she have to think about me? Other than the fact that I give her so many reasons to always think about me. But yeah, I mean, I get it. What have I done? Believe me, you got me just as confused. You should do that more often. I'm sure it will go away tomorrow. Sleep will help. So, asking what I've done. What have I done? That would be asking her, like, why does she have to think about me all day? Or all a lot? Believe me, you got me just as confused. You should do that more often. I don't, I'll be honest, I don't really understand the the chat or the responses right now. Am I missing something? Did I miss words or something? Because I just don't understand what we're talking about. Somehow you make me say things I wouldn't even think of otherwise, but today was so unexpected. I have to think about you a lot. What have I done? I feel like it doesn't flow very well. Is it just me? Is it me or is everyone else like seeing this perfectly clear? I feel like it does not flow very well. Asses, I mean, you don't read, so you could have missed something. That's true. That is possible. I could have missed words because I don't read. These are all just essentially symbols to me, and I just make the words up as I go along based off the symbols that I see. So if I'm actually saying what you are actually seeing, then I feel like I'm doing pretty good at interpreting these symbols. I don't know. I'm just gonna ask her what I've done because I have no idea what we're doing. Wolfie says TT's voice is as sexy as a chocolate covered strawberry. TT's voice gives me butterflies in my tummy. I like that. I don't know if I would call it a pickup line, but it's a funny kind of like cat call, I guess. Like sexy like a chocolate covered strawberry. So Lena says, no idea. You were just yourself, nice, easygoing, charming. Somehow you turned my head today. Now I'm lying here. Misty is still purring contentedly next to me, and I'm imagining the wildest things. I wonder what we'll do when we go out together. Wild things. Now I want to hear more. Yeah, what kind of wild things going on in that head of yours, Lena? You mean like eating kebabs and with extra mayo, arguing about who has more garlic sauce? Oh, is that what it is? We're done with the extra mayo and we got garlic sauce now. Dreams are sometimes better than reality. Hold on to them and sleep well. If you're ever looking for a way out of this conversation, they definitely provide you a lot of options of getting out. So I more or less want to hear what wild things that Lena is thinking of. Aioli is nice. Aioli is nice. Lena says, no, no. That stays in my head for now. But believe me, my imagination is powerful. I'll probably be dreaming about it too. I think we'd better call it a day now. If we write any longer, I'll lose my mind and you'll make me say something I'll regret tomorrow. I doubt it. I doubt you'll regret it. I can just pretend I never read it. Don't worry, I'm a pro at forgetting. Feel free to say anything you might regret. Then you better stop now. I don't want to. I don't want you to blame me for your sleepless nights. Actually, I do want her to blame me for the sleepless night. I feel like that would be a great compliment the next day. She'd go into work and be like, "Wow!" Like the other coworkers would be like, "Wow, you look exhausted. Did you sleep at all last night?" And she's gonna be like, "Nope." And I'm gonna be over there like, "Ha!" Feel like that would be a great compliment. But anyways, I can just pretend I never read it. Winky face. I mean, ladies love the winky face. Don't worry, I'm a pro at forgetting. Feel free to say anything you might regret. I have a feeling either one of these, Lena's not going to say anything. Either one that I choose, it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter. Um, but look, I just pretend that I didn't read it. Unaza, welcome. Welcome to the stream. It's great to have you here. Lyco says, I blame you for my sleepless nights, but not in the same way. That's fair. That's very fair. Very fair. Oh, you are too gracious. Before I get into it, I'd better say goodnight or good night, favorite colleague. But you know what? No matter how hot my dreams get this night, I'll tell you every single one of my fantasies tomorrow, completely uncensored, unless you stop me. Sleep well, sweetie. Looking forward to tomorrow. Well, I guess we'll find out tomorrow about all the different fantasies. I thought we were going to find out tonight, but I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Too bad I could have chatted with you for hours. Good night, Lena. I'm looking forward to talking tomorrow. Sleep well and say hello to Misty for me. Night night. I'm just gonna say good night and I look forward to talking. Probably won't be able to sleep tonight because we'll be thinking about everything that we're going to be talking about tomorrow. It's like Christmas morning all over. Me too. See you tomorrow. All right. Well, that's the end of the spicy chat with Lena that I thought was going to be a lot better. Anyways, Wolf says, hey, tongue tied, do you have a second? This may not be the best time, but I wanted to talk to you about something personal. Sure, Wolf, bring it on. What's going on? Personal. Don't we have enough on our plate right now? Can it wait? Sure. If it's important, go ahead. Yeah, whatever. Whatever it is, Wolf, bring it on. I've got time. This one was tame compared to yeah, Robin's was wild. I can only imagine what is going to happen, I guess, tomorrow for Lena's fantasies, uncensored fantasies, I might mind you. But the thing is like I also have no idea how to gauge time in these games. Like we're talking to Wolf right now, but what happens? Like we just got done talking to Lena. Now we're talking to Wolf, and then who knows? Like right after the conversation with Wolf, next thing you know, we're gonna have a conversation with Lena, but we didn't know that there was 8 hours or 6 hours or 10 hours in between our conversations. Like we don't know the concept of time at all in this game. Like sometimes it's just like they're like, oh yeah, we're like 8 hours away from the festival, and then we have like one conversation. They're like, oh, we made it. And I'm like, that was a really quick 8 hours. That was like 10 minutes. But all right, concept of time eludes me in this game. Anyways, Wolf says, I'm not usually the type to talk about feelings. It's somehow easier to help others with their problems than to tackle your own. That shows how much others are important to you. That's not a bad thing, maybe, but that doesn't solve your own problems. That's how many people feel, Wolf. Your own problems are the hardest. I feel like that's true. I feel like that's true. I feel like people are more willing to help others with others' problems than they are to fix their own. Because, like, I don't know, fixing your own problems is much more difficult, I feel like. It's exactly why I wanted to talk to you. You're probably the only one I can trust with this. It's about Sophie. I thought it was going to be. But you know what? That's fine. It's okay if it's about Sophie. I mean, didn't yeah, because like Wolf and Sophie, they were a thing, but I guess they're not anymore. They're just friends now. Is this about Sophie or about both of you? Okay, now I'm curious. What about her? Please tell me you're worried just because Ron fancies her. Yeah, that's not why Wolf is worried. But yeah, what is it about Sophie? Hess says this chat with Wolf was cute. Probably because you got to see a different side of Wolf. It's actually about both of us. I've been thinking about her a lot lately. I actually thought I had left everything behind me. It's been ages since we were together, but somehow there's something else. You know what I mean? I feel like Alex would understand more than I would. Because Alex is kind of feeling the same way about us, but in a much shorter time period. Like, Alex broke up with us and then immediately started regretting it a week later, the second Robin started fancying us. And but Wolf, it's been a long time. It's been ages. Yes, I think so. It's a feeling that just won't go away, isn't it? But that sounded different earlier when we were talking about Alex. 100%. You mean you still have feelings for her? Don't be mad at me, but I'm the wrong person for a conversation like this right now. I feel like that's true. I might be the wrong person for the conversation about this right now, but I think Alex might understand. But Alex might be sleeping. Alex might also blab to Sophie too, and you know, I'm a bro, so I'm not gonna go blabbing off to Sophie. Wolf has can trust me. Can't trust Alex. Look, I get it, Wolf. I think I understand what you're saying. Exactly. It's not a I still have a huge crush on her thing either. It's rather as if there is still a little spark glowing somewhere in my heart. Nothing that drives me crazy, but it is there. I mean, we had our time and it was good, really good, but at some point it just didn't fix it just didn't fit anymore. Anyway, now I can see how she's looking forward to the rebels and I think to myself, I wish I could be there with her now. And then I get mad at myself because I was convinced that I was over us. Are you sure it's really just a spark and nothing more? Feelings don't disappear just because you want them to. Do you think she might have feelings for you? Yeah, I mean, maybe. Do you think she might still have feelings for you? That's a fair point to make. That's a fair question to ask. Because like If Alex is going through a similar scenario that Wolf is going through, because Wolf is seeing that there might still be a spark, Alex still sees a raging fire. Um, there might be that understanding, but it has to be mutual on both sides. Like Alex sees a raging fire, I see cold ashes. Wolf sees a glowing spark. What does Sophie sees? I don't know. Says, I mean, we all know that TT's advice is going to involve extra mayo. Wolf says, I wondered the same thing for a moment regarding if Sophie saw his feelings, but I think that would just be wishful thinking. And yet, one question just won't let me go. Do you think it's the right decision to keep this to myself? No, I think you should talk to Sophie about it. I think you should ask Sophie. I think you should be open about your feelings right now, Wolf. You know, just let Sophie know. Honestly, I think you should tell her. Otherwise, it will eat you up inside. Frankly, I really don't know. Ultimately, only you can decide that for yourself. Yes, Wolf. Sometimes it's better to leave such thoughts to yourself. Yeah, Wolf. Just ignore the shit out of that glowing spark, and just ignore your feelings. I've come to the conclusion that's the best way to handle things. You just ball it up as small and as tight as possible, and just bury it as far down as you possibly can, and then you never have to worry about it coming back up later on. Never. Look, I think you should talk to her, Wolf. Otherwise, it's going to eat you up inside, and you're never going to know. And the only way you can know is if you talk to her. And you never know. You might talk to her, and Sophie might just be like, look, I don't feel the same way. And then you have your answer, Wolf. Then you have your answer. And then you can move on. Maybe see if you can get with Alex. I don't know. Get her off my back, because Alex is. Wolf says, maybe you're right. But what if it just makes her feel uncomfortable? I don't think it will. I don't want to burden her or destroy the mood between us. I don't think it will. I think Sophie would appreciate your honesty. Maybe you should only talk to her about it after the festival so that you can sort it out in peace. I understand what you mean. Maybe it's actually wiser just to leave the subject alone. Look, I think Sophie would appreciate it. I don't think it would ruin the mood. I don't think Sophie would be upset about it. I think it'd be okay. There's definitely something to it. Maybe I should really risk it. Thank you, Tongue Tied, for listening. Really, it means a lot to me. I didn't think I could be so. I didn't think it could be so relieving to tell someone that. Well, you know me, good old TT. If you can't tell TT, then who else can you tell? I don't know. Probably you might have been able to talk to Alex about it. But then I'm telling you, I think Alex would have blabbed. I think Alex would have said something. But anytime, Wolf, sometimes the strongest hacker just needs a friend who listens. Always happy to help, as you always say. If you need anything, I'm just a message away. You're welcome. I'll send you the bill later. Friends get a 10% discount, of course. Yeah, friends and family get a 10% discount to the Tongue Tied counseling. So send you the bill later. But look, if you ever need anything else, I'm just a message away. Wolf. Hey, Bella, welcome to the stream. Great to have you here. TT being a matchmaker now? When have I haven't been a matchmaker? I'm either matchmaking myself or matchmaking others. Is there anything you can't do, TT? If there is, I haven't found it yet. The hell, Wolf say. Thanks again, Tongue Tied. That really helped me. Now I've flooded you with enough texts. I'm going to put my cell phone on mute for a few hours. The thing with Sophie has really robbed me of sleep the last few nights, and I urgently need a few hours power nap. A few hours power nap. I've never heard of a few hours as a power nap. That's like legit sleep. And I urgently need a few hours power nap. If there's something important, contact me anyway. I'm a light sleeper and check my phone from time to time. I'll be right there if you need me. But now, lights out, brain off. Good night, tongue-tied. Sleep well, Wolf. Thanks for everything. Let's hope Fear is asleep too. But power naps sound good. You deserve it. I hope that no bad news awaits us tomorrow. I mean, unless the bad news is Lena doesn't want to talk to us tomorrow, I feel like that would be the only bad news that could await us tomorrow. If Lena's willing to talk to us about her uncensored fantasies, then I can't see tomorrow being a bad day at all. Anyways, sleep well, Wolf. Thanks for everything. Who messaged us? I didn't even see who. Ron. Why is Ron still awake? Hey, tongue tied. I really need to tell you something. Did you find a new girlfriend? The group? I don't even remember what their names were. Like Irma or Eilena or Irina. Irina. I think one of them's Irina. I don't know. So you heard the scream too? I was just about to go to sleep. What's so urgent? Let me guess. It's about so. Let me guess. It's about Sophie. Of course it is. It always is. Yeah, we knew it was. I was just chatting with Jimmy, but he fell asleep in the middle of the conversation. Or he pretended to. So now you have to jump in for a moment. Sophie made me a compliment earlier. Can you imagine? She was probably just being nice because Sophie's just a naturally nice person. Did you bribe her? Seriously, how did you do that? Maybe she was just being ironic. Are you sure you understood her correctly? Yeah. Maybe she was being ironic, Ron. Are you absolutely sure that you just understood what she was saying and how she was implying it? Pretty sure. I don't know. It was like this. It was like what? Wait a minute. I'll tell you briefly. Ron is recording a voice message. Good, because I didn't want to read it anyways. I see in chat you guys are talking about how I'm not sacrificing people, and it's because I'm playing a solo game. I'll have you know, in Argus, I was actively trying to sacrifice people because I was Argus. I needed the feed, but it wasn't working. It didn't. It wasn't working. You remember in the part where Argus was chasing them through like the catacombs and the mazes and stuff. I even chose the worst possible option each time, hoping that Argus would catch the characters, and it just never happened. So it didn't matter what you did; they were getting out alive. And that upset me because I thought for sure Argus was going to catch them, but it didn't matter. I actively sacrifice people all the time. I don't know. Sacrificing you is not the same. It's not a sacrifice if it happens to as, it's science. It's checking for science. So that's different. That's not sacrificing, that's science. Let's see what Ron has to say.
Well, it was like this. Niels was chatting with the new ones earlier, while Sophie was alone in the tent. She had trouble with the sleeping bag's zipper, so I helped her a bit, and we chatted. I think I managed not to come across as a total idiot for once.
I feel like we've heard Ron's voice before, and it was not that. Is there a way for us to look up audio messages? I have to check this out. Audios. Shit. Maybe not. Maybe that was the first. Okay. Maybe that was the first Ron. Because everybody else has their names next to it, and I don't see a Ron. So that might have been the first Ron. I just maybe I just wasn't expecting Ron to sound like that. I think that's what it was. I just wasn't expecting that's not what I expected Ron to sound like. But this would definitely give you an idea if Sophie sounds different from like say for example Sophie number one. I think I'm getting ready to get monetized.
Well, what do we have here?
Yeah, that's the cop.
A rolling.
Can we get out now? Or would you maybe like to ask about your favorite food first?
All right, I think that's enough for now. You can drive on now. But young lady, I'd like to have your number so I can make sure you arrive safely at the festival.
Okay, yeah, I'll write it down for you.
Then I wish you lots of fun at the festival. Who knows, maybe we'll run into each other there again.
You can start drawing now. Sophie, come on now. We're leaving.
Well, sometimes I don't know if it's a copyright song. Like if it's a copyright song, then could be. But that was actually Ron, right? Because that was Ron who went with Sophie to the police car, right? Was that Ron or was that Jimmy? I feel like that was Ron.
Well, young lady, I must say you are truly a sight to behold. What is someone like you doing on such a rickety bus?
We're going to a festival. It's all completely harmless.
You must mean that spring breakout festival, right? Well, I'm sure you'll fit right in there. As charming as you are, you're bound to turn all the heads.
Hey man, get a grip. You're on duty here, not on Tinder.
Calm down, young man. I'm just doing my job.
Right,
By
that
the way,
was
young
Ron.
lady, you remind me of an actress. Megan Fox, perhaps.
Thanks. But I think we should clarify now whether everything is okay with the papers.
That was Ron, right? That was Ron with Sophie in the police car. So that was Ron talking compared to this Ron.
Well, it was like this. Niels was chatting with the new ones earlier,
Completely
while Sophie
different.
was alone in the tent.
Completely different.
She had trouble with the sleeping bag zipper, so I helped her a bit, and we chatted. I think I managed not to come across as a total idiot for once.
TT won't be a good killer, but I think he'd be pretty crazy. Remember his solo mannequin party idea? I might not be a good killer, but I feel like I could definitely cause people to go insane with fear, potentially. Like I feel like I could really turn the fear up. Welcome to the stream, Cello Ren. How's the cello doing? But yeah, that was definitely two different voices of Ron. 100%, right? That was Ron in the police car. We heard Ron, and then we heard this message, and completely different. Sounds like you did something right for once. Wow, that's almost a miracle. So what kind of compliment was that? Let's hear it. Yeah, so what kind of compliment was it? Nothing big, but it was huge for me. That's what she said. She, she, she said that perhaps she misjudged me for a bit after all. She said I was only a half an idiot. I think that's the nicest thing she's ever said to me. I mean, Sophie has always been so dismissive, and now something like this. Well, clearly, Ron, when you're acting and behaving like a normal human being, it's probably not hard for somebody to actually, be okay with your personality, Ron. When you're just being normal, not trying to like show off your money, not trying to, I don't know, marry Sophie every 2 seconds of the day. I don't know. Just be a normal person, Ron. Seems like you're slowly earning points with her. And how long does this last before you fall back into your old pattern? That's a fair question. I don't know, but half an idiot sounds more like a polite insult to me. It is a polite insult, but if before was like a full idiot and now it's a half an idiot, hey, you're working in the right direction. But anyways, how long until you fall back in your old pattern? That's really what it is. I apologize, Cello. I did not see it. I'm sorry. So I don't get like the big loud notifications and stuff. So I see it now, Cello. Thank you so much for your 27 months of being a member. I mean, over 2 years. I truly appreciate it, Cello. Thank you so much for being such an awesome member for so long. And the reason I took a pause there because I had to do math in my head of like how many years that was. I had to go 12, 24, 36. Okay, so it's not 3 years, but it is 2 years, but over 2 years. So that's why I said it was over 2 years because it is true. But appreciate it. I apologize. I missed it. I did miss it before. It must have got away from me. But I did. I see it now. I appreciate it, Cello. Thank you so much for your membership. So Ron says, that's not fair, tongue-tied. I'm trying really hard. I know how I come across sometimes, but I really like her more than I want to admit. And, and stay the way you were today. Maybe she'll see more sides that you... Wait, what? Maybe she'll see more sides to you that she didn't know before. It's easy, or it's easy. Where did I see easy? It's nice that you realize that, but feelings alone are not enough. Show that you mean it. See, the symbols for easy and the symbols for nice are very similar in my head. Similar? Very similar in my head. So I thought I saw easy, but it's actually nice because the symbols were similar. Because I see in symbols, right? Be realistic, Ron. Sophie was just being polite. She's not into you. Um, man, I don't really want to give Ron advice. I have a feeling that Sophie's going to end up like liking Ron in the end. I have a feeling that's where it's going to go, but I don't want to give Ron advice because I'd rather Sophie and Wolf work things out, not the other, not Ron. Look, just be realistic, Ron. 2.5 years of smacky smacks. 2.5 years more, probably. Yeah, probably. Probably. Bella says, I remember a video from an escape room game that a mannequin got TT. Yeah, that was. And Az was going to leave me. Az was going to leave me. I was trapped by a mannequin. Az was just going to leave. And tried. Actively tried to leave, but then realized, oh, I can't leave because TT has to be. We can't leave separately. I have to leave with the partner that I came into the escape room with, but was actively trying to leave me behind. But couldn't because I got captured by a mannequin. I don't even think we ever did. I don't even think we got credit for completing that escape mission because I think we had to I think we had to quit it because I got caught and I couldn't move. As thank you for the 38 months of being a member. As this TT, I can't believe how long it's been. And that is legitimately over 3 years. 3 years and 2 months. You know I love you to death, and I'm not going anywhere. You're an amazing guy and streamer, and I'm so proud of you. You owe me an anniversary present. A 3-year anniversary present. I did promise that I was gonna get you one of those games, didn't I? I think I promised I was gonna get you one of the games. I can't remember what the game was, but I think we made an agreement that I was getting you one of the games, right? But yeah, we didn't finish the escape room. We had to quit. Yeah. So that escape room, even though we finished it, it remains unfinished. I don't want getting over it. No, it was a different game. It was an actual like game that we were gonna that we were supposed to get and play, but I don't remember what it was called. But if you want getting over it, I'm more than happy to get that one for you. You just have to play it on stream, and I have to sit there and watch and laugh at you this time. But I can absolutely get you that. Speaking of getting over it, I was playing it not too long ago, maybe a month or so ago, like not on stream. I was just playing it just to see if I could get past the part that I got stuck at. Couldn't get past it. I still couldn't. I could not figure it out, and then I was just getting frustrated because I couldn't figure it out. And then I kept falling, and then I fell down to the very beginning, and I quit again. I mean, I had technical errors, a technical failure, and technical difficulties, and it quitted on me. Yeah, that's what I mean. Wolfie says, I've been watching you for a while, TT. I love your videos. It helps me get through a lot. You're an amazing, cute person. Well, I appreciate that, Wolfie. Thank you very much. I don't know how you think that I don't know how you know that you think that I'm cute, because that would mean that you would had to have seen me, and nobody's seen me. No matter what Az says, nobody has seen me. And I can guarantee you that I've got the face for radio. You either have a good voice, so you're on the radio, or you have a good face and you're on TV. And seeing as how I'm doing a voiceover on games, I think that should tell you more than enough. Anyways, back to Ron. Ron says politeness is the first step to affection. I'm almost on the home straight. The home straight. I guess that makes sense. I feel like it's something different, but I guess that makes sense. The home straight. The straightaway. The home straightaway. Is it the home straight or the home straightaway? I feel like it might be the home straightaway. Fuck. I just spilled water all over myself. Apparently, I don't know where my mouth is on my face. Anyways, Ron's on the home straight. I think I'm going to sleep with a big grin on my face today. That's weird, but a premium chat option popped up. Well, then, good night, Ron. Sweet dreams, and don't snore too loudly. How is that a premium chat option? But either way, I did promise that we would always choose the premium chat options. I am wet now because I spilled water on myself. Let's choose the premium chat option. Eva, welcome to the stream. How is Eva doing today? Welcome, welcome. It's great to have you here. Wolfie says, I haven't seen your face, but it's your personality that I think is attractive and cute. I appreciate that. Personality is important. And if I didn't have anything, I definitely got a personality. Some like it, some don't. But that's what makes it a personality. Charlie Loren says, Lyco's made you plenty cute. Yeah, Lyco's definitely made a lot of good emojis and emotes for me that definitely show the cuteness side of TT. They're much cuter than I am in real life. Although they are about the same height. Tiny. So that's pretty accurate. The size of the emojis, pretty tiny. Also, the size of me. Small. Not tall. Let's see what Ron has to say. It says, haha, you'd better listen to Jimmy sawing away. Wolfie says, I'm also short, like 5'3". You're taller than me. Taller than me. There's no way I'm sleeping through Jimmy sawing away at the trees like that. There's no way. I'd be wide freaking awake the entire night. I'd 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 have a better chance sleeping with a mannequin outside the tent, the one that's been all around the forest. I'd have a better chance sleeping with one of them things than Jimmy. Didn't you say earlier that your tent had a built-in snoring filter? Yeah, for everything on the outside, probably. Jimmy once told me about his snoring problem, but that beats everything. Great, the whole camp will be. Yeah, he did say it's got a built-in snoring filter. Yes, it has, but unfortunately only up to 60 decibels. In that case, you need knockout drops. I'll have to at least try. Thanks again for listening and have a quiet night. All right, thanks, Ron. Just remember the good old trick, counting sheep nighty night. Everyone gets everyone gets what they deserve. Have fun with Jimmy's symphony. No problem, Ron. Have a reasonably snore-free night too. Good night, sweet prince, but enjoy Jimmy's symphony. I don't feel bad for Ron. No, I don't feel bad for Ron either. No, what I mean, like snoring filter, is like the snoring filter keeps the snoring inside the tent to where it doesn't leak to the outside where anybody on the outside hears the snoring. So it's more of like a privacy snore. You know, you don't want to get embarrassed by everyone in the campground hearing you snoring, so it's got the built-in snore filter that keeps all the snores inside the tent. That way, when you go out the next morning, everyone's like, "Oh my God, did you hear Alex snoring and not Jimmy?" Like, because of the built-in snore filter. Ross is great. If this is the punishment for my sins, then I must be a really bad person. See you tomorrow. Who just reached out to us? Hans. You're still awake, aren't you? I don't want to talk to you, Hans. I want to talk back to Lena. Can it be morning yet? Can it be tomorrow? Tongue side, you're still awake, aren't you? I somehow can't sleep. You don't sleep, Hans. You're a robot. Hans, what else do you want at this time of night? You sleeping problems? You're an AI. What's going on? What's going through your Yeah, what's going through your processor right now that's keeping you up? Hans talks too much? Yes, Hans talks way too much. To be honest, images are gradually appearing in my head from a robot woman. I wonder what it would be like to have someone by my side, a woman who understands me, loves me, or at least doesn't reboot me when I talk too much. I'm about to reboot you. Hans, you're something very special. I bet there's a lady robot out there waiting for you. Maybe these pictures are a sign that you should remember. Hans, please tell me this woman is not called Alex or Alexa. I thought it was maybe Hans can start dating Alex, but Alexa or Siri. I mean, we know that Hans was married and had a child, but look, they're probably just pictures of something that you need to remember. Hans. Hans should have been gone. Hans the robot. Yeah, Hans the robot. Charlie can stay. Hans can go. Completely agree. Charlie definitely needs to stay. We need more Charlie. We need more Charlie. Um, as is, we need Charlie back. Wolfie's loves Charlie. Cello says Charlie and Hans can both go. You don't say that. You don't say that, Cello. As I'll approve of Hans and Alex. Right. No love for Hans? Only if it's with Alex. I can at least boast of hugging the real Charlie 2 years ago. Yeah, I remember seeing that picture and seeing Hans and all the pictures that everybody was taking with not Hans, I'm sorry, Charlie. Seeing the picture with Charlie and all the pictures that people were taking with Charlie, that was pretty cool. I like that. That was cool. Hans says that's possible, but what if I can't remember? Should I then just wait forever? That's why I decided to take matters into my own hands. I have registered on a dating platform, one for robots like me. Maybe I'll finally find this woman who's always buzzing around in my head. Guess the name of the dating app. Robot fans or something? I don't know. Couple chat. Love at first sight? Probably not. Smoldering iron looking for a socket. I'm a plug. Where's the socket? Sorry, Hans, but I'm already too tired for this. Is it couple chip? Robot fans? No, much better. USB for two? USB for two. Is that robot humor? Because I don't get it. USB for two. It's really creative, isn't it? USB for two sounds more like tech support for broken cables. It's creative, yes, but I'm not sure if you'll find the right connection here. Are they saying things like, my stick fits in your port? That's what it should be. Sticks and ports, where you can find the right stick for you or the right port for you. Whichever stick that you want or whichever port that you're looking for. We've got the stick and port right for you. I like that. Sticks and porks. Sticks and ports. Sticks and ports. I can't really say that very fast. So sticks and ports. There we go. Ha ha, tongue-tied. Very funny. But no, the sayings there are much more sophisticated. More like, may I peek under your cover, baby? Pure romance, right? I feel like it shouldn't say cover, it should say panel. Can I get a peek under that panel, baby? See, I come up with the best lines. Let me get a peek under that panel. Oh dear, maybe I should have told Hans about Julia. Don't let on anymore. We'll find him soon, or we'll fill him in soon. Find and fill are very similar symbols, so I get those mixed up sometimes. We'll fill him in soon. I'm done for the day. Good night. I didn't even realize Wolf was still awake. So may I peek under your panel, baby? Pure romance, right? And now comes the real highlight. Apparently, my profile really hit the spot. I signed up and bang, 3 ladies wrote to me directly. I gotta see it. Sorry, Hans, but I'm not a fan of these dating platforms. 3 matches. Wow, Hans, you're a Casanova. This sounds like bots or desperate robot women, but be careful. Yeah, you know what? It probably is bots. It's probably exactly what it is. It's exactly bots. And they're exactly bots and robot women. That's exactly what they are. Better be careful. But then Hans would be like, that's what I'm looking for is bots and robot women. Do you really think so? Come on, take a look at the 3 matches first. Here comes lady number 1, Lola. Sheesh, mama. Safety. Safety first. Hey, at least Lola knows how to. At least Lola knows safety first. You know. At least Lola practices safety, and I'm sure there's nothing. There's no viruses on that USB drive that's getting ready to be stuck up inside Hans. She works in the red zone and offers the hottest updates in her small but cozy room. Oh, the hottest updates in her small and cozy room. Their supposed motto is safety first, but she said she usually offers her services without virus protection. It's cheaper, she says, and most customers probably prefer to take the risk. Hey, sometimes they say risk is half the fun. She can. Oh shit! I didn't even see the rest. She can bring her vacuum robot into play on request. You mean to tell me she doesn't have a vacuum attachment? Maybe under the dress? I don't know. I feel like she would already be equipped with a vacuum. But But we can bring the vacuum robot in per request. Sir Suck-a-Lot. Awesome. Is probably reasonable for the special service. However, Lola said something that gives me pause for thought. She told me to watch out for her ex. The guy is super jealous and works as a bouncer at a rocker club called the Cells Angels. I don't know which one is the boyfriend, but they all look the same. And they're riding motorcycles. It allegedly tends to delete unwanted data without consideration. I don't know, Tongue Tied. What do you say? I say we should check on open up door number 2 and see what's behind door number 2. Hans, you need love, not firmware updates. Oh man, your ex will probably format you faster than you can say backup. Lola is a bug, not a feature. Let's move on. Let's move on from Lola. The red light district, first red flag. You may be right. Okay, let's forget about Lola. Here comes my second match. Lot of lies? Yeah. Oh, I thought lot of lies meant like a person who lies a lot and untrustworthy, like lot of lies. Not lot of lies around, eating potato chips all day, not even cleaning the rust off of her panels. Like what are we doing, lot of lies? Although gamer though, probably more real than Lola though. Your Everyday Life is sponsored by the Federal Agency for Smart Laziness. She's been receiving tech support for ages and has no desire to work. She said that other robots can work for her because, after all, she wasn't programmed to struggle. Your main occupation, playing PlayStation, eating potato chips, and holding down the couch, holding the couch down. She said to me quite directly, if you think I'm going to lift a finger, forget it. I'm the boss, you do the rest. And this is Bruno, her ex-boyfriend. Laziness is the future. You know what? Bruno knows how to eat, though. Got that pizza. Loving that pizza. Pizza and beer. Bruno looks happy, though. Bruno looks very happy. Probably happier that he got rid of Lotta Lies. Just saying. Lotta Lies has probably caught him on the sly on RoboHub, Robot Hub, more than once. In his search history, she discovered things like intimate updates, patch me harder, or USB bondage games. Plugged in and delivered. That was the last drop of oil in the gears of that relationship. You know what? It seems like Bruno knows what he likes. Can't blame him for that. That patch me harder sounds interesting. The patch me harder sounds interesting. You know. I don't know, Hans. Even a blue screen sounds like a better alternative. Hans, you as a butler, then all you need is the white glove update. Respect, Hans, professional chiller, potato chips guru, and PlayStation legend all in one. Nah, we need to look behind door number 3, and if nothing good is behind door number 3, then it's you're just gonna have to understand that it's best to be alone, Hans. I think that's what we have to just come to the realization. All right, but at least take a look at my last match. Oh dear, what's next? Show me I'm ready for the next revelation, Hans. After a lot of lies and Lola, things can really go only uphill. Yeah, let's see what the next one is. I admit, the bar is perhaps not exactly high, but you won't believe it, my third match is pretty close to the woman in my head. Drum roll, tongue-tied. Give it up for Angelina. You know what? The puppies are cute. Number 3 is definitely out of the 3. Number 3 is the best one for sure. She's a nurse, loves animals, children, and a volunteer firefighter. She also volunteers at a retirement home where she hosts bingo afternoons and intentionally loses to leave the prizes to the seniors. Interesting. Oh, and by the way, she has a little YouTube channel where she shares knitting patterns for blankets for the homeless. Sounds really good, doesn't it? And hold on tight, she even offered me the chance to support her if I wanted to. In her dating profile, she proudly shows pictures of her garden, a small paradise she created herself. She has bees, a pond for endangered frogs, and even a sanctuary for injured squirrels. Unfortunately, let's check out this. Oh, look at them poor little squirrels. All bandaged up. Unfortunately, her account was frozen for mysterious reasons. I should send her a few Bics so that she can continue to get medication, food, and the like. She said that one of the squirrels might not make it otherwise. I think it's a scam, Hans. I think it's too good to be true. It's probably a scam. I think you should hold on to your Bics. I don't think you should be giving your Bics away to Angelina. Just saying. Please don't tell me you've fallen for this story. You can't be serious. I hope you haven't transferred anything yet, Hans. This is the oldest scam in the world. She wants to rip you off, not to be with you. 100%. What? You mean I was fooled? But she sounded really convincing. Oh my god, I was really close to transferring something to her. This picture of the cute squirrels really got me. But you know what, tongue tied? Whether Lola, lot of lies, or Angelina, somehow it doesn't feel right. I mean, this dating platform is nice and all, but there's always this image in my head. A robot lady, I can't quite make out her face, but she is beautiful. Every time I think about it, I feel something warmth, longing. Is this even possible for me? Tongue tied, you seem to know me better than I know myself. Do you know anything about her? Somehow, I have the feeling that she is important to me, maybe even the right one. Please tell me if you know anything about this. I'm sorry, Hans, I don't know who she is, but that doesn't mean she doesn't exist. I wish I could give you an answer, but I think you're on the right track to find out yourself. I know them, but the memories must come from yourself. Look, I do know them, but you gotta have the memories yourself, Hans. I can't just do it for you. What? She really exists? Holy smokes, TT! That changes everything. Who is she? Where is she now? I thought I was crazy. That my processors was just sending me some shady, shadowy images. Why can't I remember? I need to know. Hans, wish I could tell you more, but you'll have to find out for yourself. Maybe start by remembering their name, something that's the first step. Sometimes, something and sometimes. Again, very similar symbols, but sometimes that's the first step. Take it easy, Hans. Tomorrow we'll talk to Wolf, then we'll shed some light on your darkness. I promise. Look, I wish I could tell you more, but it's something that you need to find out for yourself. I understand. You want me to remember myself. That makes sense, but damn, it's frustrating. I feel that there's something there so close, but still out of reach. But okay, if that's the way, then I'll go for it. I'll have to call it a day. I have to think, concentrate. May know more by tomorrow. Thank you, TT, for listening to me. I really appreciate it. You are really something special, and in case you're wondering why I've just been able to write so much, well, I've requested an infinite amount of words from Wolf for the evening, right at the moment when he opened the three investigators. He actually approved it. And I have to say, it was a lot of fun to share this generous donation with you. Thank you for your attention, and good night, my favorite little man. Good night. heart in the palm of his hands. Sleep well. Hopefully, the night will bring you some answers. Don't overthink it. Sometimes memories come back by themselves. Good night, Hans. Sweet dreams, Hans. Hopefully, the night will bring back some more memories. Look, don't overthink it. They'll come to you. It'll just a matter of time. Why is Neil still awake? Is Neil still wandering around? Says, hey, tongue-tied, are you at least still awake? Yeah, you see that I'm online talking to everyone else, just trying to go to sleep myself, Niels. But yeah, I'm online. What's up? Awake enough to stop you from doing anything stupid. You're impossible walking alone through the middle of the nowhere. Is Neil still walking around? Don't you think it would be smarter to just go to bed? Look, I'm awake enough to make sure you don't do anything stupid, Niels, like hide mannequins throughout the forest. Don't worry, TT. I'm not a complete idiot, at least not most of the time. I've now arrived at the main stage. Oh man, Merrick's joint is really kicking in. He didn't want to come with me, but at least he gave me another hit. Awesome, right? I guess. Yeah, he made it to the main stage. That is the spring breakout stage. Looks sick, doesn't it? Kind of hard to tell, but sure. Looks really impressive, but be careful. Neil's amazing, but what is that really a good idea, to be honest? I find it a bit frightening. Look, just be careful, Niels. High on the herbal smoke, yeah. Yeah, Niels applied fire to some herbs and it's kicking in apparently. Don't worry, I'm all alone, just enjoying the view. I saw a few people on the way here, but everything is super quiet right now. So it's the perfect opportunity. I'll walk on stage for a moment just to imagine what it's like to play in front of thousands of people. That sounds more like trouble. Imagine someone catches you. I think he'd be fine. You just go for it. Go for it. But don't forget to take some photos. We want evidence. It's if you think it's safe, then do it. Like freaking go for it. Get up there on stage. Take some pictures. See what it's like. I'll do a quick rock star selfie session and then give you an update. See you soon. Ah, fear. Awesome. Finally, some action from Fear with their riddles and silly things that they say. The moment of truth is approaching. Solve the riddle before it's too late. What are you looking for? What you are looking for is hiding behind a door. But be warned, only those who dare will understand. Please give us a better hint. We're going around in circles and don't know what you want from us. If this door is so important, please tell us where we can find it. Which door? Toilet door, open door. Should I preheat the truth to 300 degrees? Like where is it at? We're supposed to play dumb, right? I feel like last time we talked to Wolf about this, we were supposed to play dumb to try to get Fear to keep talking to us, but then again, Wolf is sleeping, so there's not really going to be any way of tracking Fear anyways. So, I don't know. Just give us another hint. Fear, aka JK Knight, aka TT. That's a conspiracy. I'm not Fear. I am JK Knight, but I'm not Fear. And Fear is not JK Knight. Fear uses mannequins, JK Knight uses dolls. But not like little baby dolls, like ventriloquist dolls. And not even dolls, like Charlie's a real boy. Very well. I will help you, but be aware. My help also involves a test. Be vigilant and courageous. The way is near if you are prepared to walk it. The door is your only chance. Open it or remain in the dark. Oh, can we talk to Wolf? Wolf, wake up! we have a problem. Fear has contacted us again. This time it's even stranger. Talking about doors and darkness and weird things. Guess you're already asleep. Please get in touch as soon as you read this. Hans. We got to talk to Hans again? Hans? Did you turn your processor off? Yes, I'm here. Is it about this woman from my memories? Is there any news? Please say yes. Nope. Sorry, Hans. It's not the point. I urgently need your help. Oh, that sounds serious. What can I do for you? Fear sent me another encrypted file, and Wolf is probably already asleep. Great. Fear's working the night shift while Wolf is already snuggled up in his hacker bed with his firewall blanket. Okay, let's get the fun started. Send me the file, and I'll start the hack immediately. TT, fasten your seatbelts. Let's go. And as you guys know, I'm like really good at these hacking games. To the point where we can get this done immediately. It doesn't take any time for us. You ready? 3, 2, 1. And done. That's how good I am at those mini games. Great googly moogly. Who did it again? You, of course, with my humble help, of course. Oh, it does say backstage, and Niels is backstage. Well, on stage, but we got to go backstage. I don't like that. That seems not fun. Does that mean that like someone's gonna be swinging from a tree? And it looked like a female mannequin too. It's like one of our lady friends gonna swing from a tree, and not on the seat of their pants, but by the neck on their shoulders. Like, not good. Find the entrance backstage. Help me. You know, I think we can save ourselves the speculation. Fear definitely means the festival. This can't possibly be a coincidence. Niels is out there, and now this. Yeah, 100%. You think Fear knew about this? That would be interesting. Disturbing, but interesting. I have to warn Niels right away. If you hear anything from Wolf, tell him to get in touch immediately. All right? I'll keep my antenna up. And please take care of yourself and your friends. Something is fishy here. I have a feeling we need Niels to find that door and use the code. That's what I think we need to do. Hey, Niels. You have to get out of there now. It's important. I have to tell you something. Let me guess, a killer clown is waiting on stage, right? If you want to scare me, you need a better strategy. Neil, stop talking garbage and just listen for a moment. It's really important. I'm not joking, damn it. You need to get out of there now before something else happens. I don't have time for discussions now. Go back to the others immediately. Look, it's really important. I just need to talk to you, but I need you to leave the stage. Wow, chill out. What's wrong with you? Has the organizer noticed that I went on stage? Should I prepare myself for a telling off, or will they send security straight away? So there's a stranger who's been calling himself Fear, and he's been sending me messages for the last few hours. Creepy stuff, videos of dolls and puzzles and clues. Wolf and I didn't want to worry you because we thought it was just some weirdo. But now it's getting too weird. We're worried. What do you say? And What is so weird about it? Fear spoke of a backstage door behind which lies the truth. And if you happen to be right there, that's not a coincidence. Wait a minute. There really is a door to the backstage in an old building directly behind the stage. I wanted to take a look inside earlier, but the door's locked with a code. It's 032. Or is it 023? I thought it was 032. Is it 023? Anyways, that matches what he said. He gave us a riddle, and the solution was 023. And now Niels is going to open up the lock. 100%. Okay, tongue-tied. Listen. If this is another stupid prank, you'll regret it. But if you really think there's something to it, chill out. Honestly, you're totally exaggerating. Someone makes a stupid joke and you lose the plot. You know what? I'll prove you wrong. I'll go back for a second, enter this damn code, and you'll see that nothing will happen. No, Niels, it's far too risky. Please trust me. And what if the code works and you end up in the shit? Just let it go and come back before you trigger something. Like, what if you enter the code and you end up in the shit? Like, then you were right. I'll leave immediately and we'll find out what's behind it tomorrow. As easy as that. Give me a few minutes. Oh, Wolf is back. Give me a few minutes and you'll see. We'll be laughing about it soon. Here I am, TT. Never fear. The wolf is here. I don't know why I said never feel. Wolf, thank goodness you're in touch. Things are going haywire here right now. At least I was about to lose my mind. I already thought you were sleeping. Look, at least you got in touch. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have muted my phone. What was the? You said you were a light sleeper, and you'll check your phone, and then you said you were a light sleeper. So if we message you, you'd wake up. But how are we supposed to message you when you wake up if you're a light sleeper if you mute your phone, Wolf? The hell? I've skimmed through everything, and you're absolutely right. The thing with Niels can't possibly be a coincidence. Fear knew that Niels was on his way to the site, or Fear knew that Niels was there because Niels is Fear and Fear is Niels and Niels is there, so Fear knew that Niels was there. Does that make sense? Yep. Do you think Niels might be involved? What if Niels is in danger? We can't just sit around. I mean, do you think Niels might be involved? Maybe. At the moment, I'm ruling that out. If he were involved, he would give himself away with his behavior. But listen, there's something else that might help us. I took a closer look at the satellite data of the festival location. The backstage area is in an old building directly behind the main stage. Looks like a hunting lodge, one of the few buildings that are still intact. It's probably getting used for all sorts of things: power supply, storage space, and of course the backstage area, probably full of mannequins. Here, I'll send you a picture based on the current satellite data. The picture from the satellite data makes the stage look a lot nicer than compared to what Niels made it look. It looked a lot smaller on Niels' video, but this video image makes the stage look actually pretty nice. This is supposed to be the backstage area. Wait a minute. A hunting lodge. That rings a bell. That looks like a scene from a horror game. Yeah, I guess it rings a bell. I don't know. I was just coming to that, and now it's getting really interesting. Sophie said something earlier about a curse that the gas station attendant mentioned. That made me curious, so I did a bit of research. Let me guess, it gets even creepier. Come on, no ghost story. Yeah, you did. Bring it on, Wolf. You got it. Allegedly, a hunter who was known for his cruelty lived there a long time ago. But see for yourself. Oh, behind the legends.
Welcome to a special edition of Behind the Legends. This is a time of year that is not exactly suited to morbid, dark stories. The days are getting longer and brighter, the weather friendlier, and people's spirits better. But isn't it precisely at a time like this that we become careless, that we no longer pay attention to what is happening around us, and perhaps become more susceptible to dark forces? That's what we want to look at today. Many of you have told me that you are attending the Spring Breakout Festival this year, a popular festival where many famous bands will be performing. Among them are the Sonic Rebels, of whom I am also a big fan. There will be singing, laughing, dancing, maybe some drinking. What if I told you that this positive, amazing atmosphere will take place not far from a scene of horror?
Bet that says Axe Killer.
At first glance, the forest where the festival takes place looks like a completely normal forest. And just like any forest, this forest used to have a hunter. However, this hunter did not limit his trophies to deer, stags, foxes, or other animals. No, he hunted people. You might assume that he used a rifle, but he didn't. He wanted something that would bring him closer to his prey. Something that would allow him to watch the last moment of life of his victim. He used an old rusty axe. One day, he disappeared without a trace. But the hunting lodge, where he dragged and tortured his victims, where he let them bleed out and slowly killed them, is still standing. Legend has it that the ghost of the hunter still roams the woods and continues to kill. By the way, the axe has never been found. Many assume that it is still somewhere in the lodge. Am I just telling you all this because the forest from the legend is the same one where the festival will take place? No. I'm telling you this because the backstage house of the festival is the same hunting lodge of our hunter. It's where the bands prepare for their big show, where equipment is stored, and where some fans will even meet their idols. And it's also where the hunter tortured and killed his victims. So, if you're at the festival and hear a piercing sound in the night, maybe it's one of the band members trying to tune his guitar, or maybe it's the hunter's axe going over the grindstone, waiting to find his next victim. Are you going to be at the Spring Breakout Festival this year? Then please drop me a line and let me know. I wish you lots of fun, and above all, that you all return home safely. See you at the next Behind the Legends.
I do enjoy the story that Behind the Legends give us. That's good. I like this. I like the story behind it. So it actually said Axe Shadow, not Axe Killer. All right, because like in the English one it said Axe Killer, but then they gave us the German one, which I assumed also said Axe Killer, but apparently it says Axe Shadow. At least I got the first word right. A ghost hunter with an axe, a haunted hunting lodge as a backstage area. Just the reassuring story I needed. That sounds like a horror story to keep people away. And what if this curse is real? I mean, we've already experienced enough strange things. I mean, the world that we're in this reality games world, we know that ghosts and stuff can be real, and they've proven to be real. So it's very possible that the ghost axe ghost hunter is definitely real. You also have a great rest of your day. I saw that you said you were. I saw it during the story time that you're heading off to work. So have a great rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out with us, Munaza, and enjoy the rest of your day. Wolf says, no, I think there's someone human behind it. From experience, I can say that ghosts do sometimes send private messages, but I don't believe this is the case here. Speaking of private messages, if Fear has just written to you, his cell phone was logged in to the network. Even a short login is enough to roughly determine where he is located. This is our chance. I'll start a trace immediately. Finally, some good news. Hurry up, Wolf. Who knows what Fear is planning next? Please tell me you'll find him before he gets. Yeah, let me know what Fear is planning next. 100%. Let's not waste any time. I'll get to work right away, and you have to make Niels realize that he should pull himself together. No rock star behavior, no stupidities, and above all, stay away from the backstage area. I'll be right back with you. Keep your fingers crossed. All right, Niels. Niels said, "Shit, you were right. You were actually right. The door opened. I'm inside." Niels, have you lost your mind? Stop that shit. Damn it, Niels. We had a different deal. Get out of there now. Wolf is trying to locate the stranger. Don't stay in there. Could be dangerous. Yeah, I love you too, Munaza. Niels is calling. So Niels is backstage, and we could hear a little bit of music in the background. I don't know if you guys could hear it, but could hear a little bit of music in the back, and and obviously we had some glitching with the video. Ass says, of course Niels went in, because why not? Right. I mean, honestly, why not? Fuck, listen to this. This is exactly the same melody as in Sophie's video from the gas station. Damn, that doesn't sound good. Don't go any further. Oh god, this is creepy. Please, Niels, get out of there now. That can't be a coincidence. This is getting weirder. Come back before this thing's happened. Yeah, it's definitely not a coincidence. There's no way it can be. Are you seriously such a scaredy cat? Or are you practicing for your role in Wimp, the movie? Even Sophie dared to enter the room at the gas station. I'll invite you to a proper horror movie marathon soon, so that you can learn to stay cool. But this is not a horror movie. This is real. Then at least I'll learn that show-offs always bite the dust first. Niels, stop playing the hero. Get out of there. Look, I guess we'll find out that the show-offs always end up being the first victims, Niels. Listen, if someone really wants to warn us, then I have to get to the bottom of it, don't I? Fair. That's a fair point. Or you could just run away like any normal person would. That's also a fair point. Let's find out what's behind it in the daylight tomorrow. Also a fair point. Your decision, but think carefully about what you're getting yourself into. I can't force him to do it. I can't force. Now, I'm actually kind of curious too. I kind of want to see what's there. I want to see if there's another mannequin. If I disappear now, we'll never find out what's going on here. If you disappear, we're never gonna find out. It's exactly right. If you disappear, we will never find you or find out what's going on. And then we won't have a Niels. What if someone really wants to warn us about something? Just a second. The music box must be close. There's a way here. What do you mean by there's a way? Get out of there already. I have a bad freaking idea. I have a freaking bad feeling. I swear, if you get out of there alive, I'll wring your neck myself. Yeah, what do you mean by there's a way? This is the way. Why are people so dumb in horror movies and games? I wouldn't call it dumb as much as naive. Like they just think nothing could happen to them. I feel like I would probably do the same. Like let's be real. I'd probably walk into there and be like, there ain't nothing in here. Like why would there be a lock? And then like nobody else is in there because it's locked. You're not locking somebody else in there, so you go in, you unlock it, you go in, and then go find out what's going on behind it. I don't know. Hello? Niels. Alright. Get in touch immediately. It's not funny. Niels is gone. Niels is already caught. Why he's snooping in places, TT? I'm not saying I'm snooping in places. I'm just saying, like, adventure. Right? Adventures can be fun. And sometimes adventures mean snooping in places. But I'm not snooping in places. I'm just saying adventure. Niels, please say something. I'm about to freak out. Ah, good. He's calling.
What the hell is this? What? No, the door. God damn it, the door. Open the damn door. Damn it, open the door.
You know, fucked up now, Aaron. Shit. That was the end? Alright. End of episode 1. Already working at full speed on the next episode. In the meantime, take a look at our other games. As you can see, there's a code there. If you enter this code, you get 20 Bix. So first person to enter in my code gets 20 Bix. I don't need them. I have unlimited Bix, and that's Bix with a B. You perverts. Interesting. Niels is caught in a room with a headless mannequin. Halfway there to the mannequin party I was wanting to throw for myself. It did have arms. Don't need arms. But we're halfway there. It didn't have a head. It was a headless mannequin. So we're almost there. Someone gets to steal TT. Yeah, someone gets to steal the code. Now the code's gone. So if you didn't write it down, sorry about your luck. I guess you'll just have to rewind and watch the rest. Watch it over. Yeah, Niels is gone. What the hell? Can we say anything? No. All right. I kind of want to watch that video again of the headless mannequin. So that was the end of episode 1. There we go. We actually had quite a few videos throughout this whole episode. That, honestly, quite a few.
What the hell is this?
Yeah, there's a book there. I wonder what that book was all about.
No, the door. God damn it, the door. Open the damn door. Damn it, open the door.
What was that? Was he just getting sprayed with something? Like, was something raining down on him? Like, was there like a sprinkler in there that started up? Like, I don't know what was going on with that. What is this? Is it blank? Oh, it's a video. Naked mannequin suit. Oh, fuck, shit. Forgot about the snake. But it was just like a white square there. I didn't know that was a video. But, yeah, I don't know what was like. It sounded like something was raining down on Niels there. Not sure what that was. Could have been acid. Maybe acid was raining down on Niels. Really don't know. But what'd you guys think of episode 1 so far of The Stage? I mean, not too crazy of an episode. Obviously, it's the first episode, so you have to build up. You know, you got to build up to the craziness. You got to build up to the suspense. So you can't just start off, you know, going, 0 to 100. So I understand that it's going to have a little bit of a slower build up. But what we did learn was that, the villain's name is Fear. We don't know if it's one of our friends or not. Fear likes to use mannequins to get a rise. Fear is using the Club 23 as clues and stuff. Everything is kind of like relating to rock stars, their demise or their death. And the only person that I can think of that is in that same category though is like Niels. And so the fact that Niels is like the first to go, I feel like might be too on the nose. It might mean that like maybe Niels has more of a part in everything and they're just like leading us in the direction that like it's not actually Niels, but it could be because like Niels is the only one that like I can feel like would make sense to be Fear if it's part of our group. Anytime something happens with Fear, Niels is off on his own. Anytime that there's a mannequin that's set up, Niels is off on his own by himself doing mannequin things. I don't know. So I'm not sure what to think about Neil's involvement with Fear and the mannequins. But I am curious. I am looking forward to episode 2, at least the next day in episode 2. That way we can actually have our talk with Lena. That should be fun. That should be a lot of fun to have our chat with Lena. Oh yeah, I always forget that there's a little exclamation points next to their profile. Tells them that. But quite honestly, there's Charlie. Niels is probably dead though. Niels is probably a goner. It's better than the circus so far. I agree. Although I did think the circus was funny in certain videos. I thought like when I maybe it's because like it's the last video that we saw when the clown was running after one of the characters around the circus tent and was just like chasing him and laughing. I thought that was hilarious. I did think that was really funny. Is episode 2 of Circus out yet, or is that still in development as well? I haven't like heard of anything. It's at 50%. So right now, as far as reality games goes, I mean we're all caught up. So what I think I might do, because I haven't there's a few I haven't finished yet, and I feel bad that I haven't finished them. And just time got away from me, and then other things like opened up, and then I started getting involved in other things. So I want to get back into doing some more Queens River. I want to get back into Redford Hills as well, because where we left off at Redford Hills was kind of like at the end of like we found out like what was going on. We found out everything that was going on with like was it Zoe in Redford Hills? I can't remember. But we found out everything that was going on in Redford Hills, how they were just like faking it and not like actually missing and I thought it was over, but I guess it actually keeps going on. So got to get back into some Redford Hills. Asks Queens River is really good. Queens. I remember Queens River. I don't know. I mean, obviously, just time got away from me. I was doing other things and probably traveling a little bit for work and stuff. So I just got, Queens River just got away from me a little bit. But then we started on other things. So I need to get back into Queens River for sure. But I remember it being good. I remember enjoying Queens River. But Queens, I keep calling it Queens River is I was doing just more videos with that. Would you guys rather me do like live streams with Queens River? I think the reason I don't want to do There is a reason why I don't want to do live streams with Queens Rivers, because they're pop-up ads, and I don't want I don't want those ads popping up on lives. So maybe I'll just continue with just regular videos on Queens River. Oh shit. If you look to the left of Robin's head here, you see the banister, how it kind of like swirls up, how it's kind of like curved. It looks like a ghost head in the banister. Do you guys see that? Do you see like the head, the eye, and everything in the banister? It's kind of freaky. Like it looks like a ghost head in the banister, or not the banister, but like the wood molding. Right? I mean, it's just the glare of a light or the sun somewhere, but shit, that looks like a head. Looks like a face. It does. Nika puppy. Can you skip the mini games in Queens River? No, you cannot. Not that I've seen, anyways. But what happens in Queens River is that when you complete one of those mini games, it automatically pops up an ad. So if you've seen my videos on Queens River, I have actually completed those mini games on video, because those mini games, they have codes and stuff that you have to solve to be able to pass them. And so I have completed them on video. So if you really want to see me complete mini games, I have completed them on video in Queens River, but it pops up an ad. So I always have to edit the ad out. That way it doesn't show up in the video, because the ads be annoying. Only if you pay. You can pay to skip them. I didn't know you could pay to skip them. I'm gonna have to have to skip them, because that things are annoying as hell. Can't stand them ads. You see, the thing is like I paid for the media package in Queens River, and I thought paying for the media package would also create an ad-free experience, but I was wrong. I paid for the media package, but I still have to deal with the ads, and it's a little bit annoying. I think I even mentioned that in one of the videos. You have to buy the currency, and then skip the ads with the currency. I can see why our character would be still hung up on Alex, though. I mean, I get it. I get it. Makes sense. And I get why um I get why Wolf is hung up on Sophie. Completely understand. You guys, seeing how there's not too many people watching right this second, you guys want to hear a good pickup line? It's not really a pickup line, but it's like a I guess kind of like a cat call pickup line, right? You guys want to hear it? It's not my cousin. I'm not talking as a character. I'm talking as TT. Just saying, I get it. I understand. I understand where Wolf's coming from. Completely understand. I still owe you my move. Oh yeah. I forgot to do that last year, didn't I? It's a good thing. It's a good thing I forgot to do that last year because you'd probably still be turned on. So all right, you want to hear the cat call pickup line? So the line goes like this. So you go up to the person and you go, "Are you Medusa? Because every time you look at me, I get hard as a rock." And with that, that's where we leave it. A nice cat call pickup line. I thought it was good. I feel like if we gave that pickup line to Jimmy for that girl, I don't remember what the girl's name was. I don't even know if he ever got the girl's name in his burger restaurant. I feel like that would have worked. If he was just like, "Is your name Medusa? Because every time you look at me, I get hard as a rock." Like I feel like that would have been like sealed, done, date signed and dated. Like you were going on a date. Like it was happening. 100%. It's worked every single time I've tried it. It's worked 100% of the times that I've tried it. Now, I've tried it 0 times, but every time I tried it, it has worked. Do you even know why Medusa was punished to be a Gorgon? I do know why. Medusa, before she was transformed into a Gorgon, was so beautiful that was it Athena, who was like supposed to be like the beautiful goddess? I can't remember if it was Athena or not, but Medusa was so beautiful that she ended up that some goddess got jealous, cursed her, turned her into a Gorgon, and in that curse, anybody that she locked eyes with would then turn to stone as a curse because of her natural beauty before she was turned into a Gorgon. Bet you didn't think I knew that. A damn genius. Oh, she got assaulted. She got turned by Athena. See, I was right about that. I thought it was Athena. She got turned into a Gorgon by Athena because she was assaulted by Poseidon and tried to get help from her. Oh. But it was because of her beauty. She was so beautiful that Poseidon couldn't help but to I guess force it on her. And then when she went to Athena, and Athena got all upset because of her beauty, and then turned her into a Gorgon. I was close. I was pretty spot on. Anyways, I hope you guys have been enjoying the stage No Way Out. And if you did, or maybe you not, maybe you know not necessarily enjoying the game, but if you're enjoying my playthrough and you're enjoying my commentary and my way of going along with the game and playing the game, be sure to hit that like button. Let me know what you guys think of the stage in the comments down below. As always, thanks for watching. Love you all. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.